Welcome to Lake Show Today. From the bastards who brought you Daytime Lake Show. But the cool thing about Lake Show Today is that we're going mostly talk about things that happened yesterday. Bringing you NBA news with a purple and gold twist, the latest in Lakerland. Injuries, wins, losses, inevitable trade rumors, and if we're lucky, some locker room drama. The Buckle Up folks enjoy the sunshine. Like Dr. Buss, once while he was wearing a kilt in Scotland, used to say, it's showtime, bitches.
Yo. What's up, good people? What's up? It is me, Born Rebel, aka Zen. This is the Dayquil edition of Lake Show Today. We got the one and only Papi Chulo himself, Tony Vega. The motherfucker gave me his virus. I don't know how. 2,700 miles. See, exactly. I'm 100 miles away. I'm out here in Vegas. You guys know me. I'm Born Rebel, aka Zen, and we're gonna get through it. KB will be joining us in a little bit, but we lost last night. Lots of stuff going on. Tony, how you doing, man?
I feel like when you're sick and you kind of feel like all the body aches and everything, and it's like I don't know. I just did not need that. I did not need that game yesterday. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
They're not needed for the system. It was today is a weird day. We lost our first home game yesterday. You remember that feel? This is like ancient history, but you remember that feeling that you had waking up yesterday? That was just like such a special time. Glad to be alive, feeling okay. Laker land, like we're on our way. We're figuring out, and then bloop, 12 hours later. It's a weird day. It's a weird fucking day. We lost our first home game. AD is probably hurt, injured again. LeBron was looking exhausted by the end of the game. Snoop said he's giving up weed. I'm just wondering what other weird shit's gonna happen today. But let's real quick. All right, you see it on your.
Did he say that he stopped? I mean, he didn't say he stopped weed. I think he just said stop smoking.
He said he stopped smoking. He said he stopped smoking. Now
there's a difference there.
Yeah. Now, I know. Look, I know several people. I know several people that I used to work with. One person in particular that for Lent he gives up weed. Now he's a habitual smoker, all day, every day. All right. He lives up to the stereotype of Rastafarians. But he gives up weed for Lent, and he talks about how great. There's nothing compares to that first smoke when he when he's back, when he after Lent is over. But look, first game you guys are looking at. We're going to speed through these games because there's lots of bullshit to sift through. All right, there's lots of bullshit to sift through, and I have enough energy just to say, maybe LeBron shouldn't have played the first game against the Grizzlies, but we'll get there. First game that we're looking at, we got Portland versus Cleveland. It was in Portland. Sorry for everyone that lives in Oregon. Cleveland won 109-95. Donovan Mitchell had 34. Allen had 11 and 9. Mobley had 21 and 12. Some guy named D Wade had Zeto. He didn't do shit. Tristan Thompson had a rebound. If anyone, you guys should look at the latest episode of The Kardashians on Hulu. He did more in that episode than he did in this game. Yeah, just saying how much he fucked up. So I'm just saying, if you guys want to see Tristan Thompson in that action, go watch The Kardashians because he didn't do shit in this game. Karis LeVert had 17 off the bench. On the Portland side, Dominating had 6.6 rebounds with 3 for 10. Mays, the guy who Unpopular Podcast told us about, the young guy, he had 13. He didn't shoot well overall, 4 for 13, 2 for 4 from 3. Shaedon Sharp had 11 and 7 and 5. Jeremy Grant had 17. We will be seeing them tomorrow. Thibault had 13. Murray, Thibault.
See who tomorrow?
Portland Trailblazers. We play them tomorrow.
Oh, we really do?
Yeah, tomorrow. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. We have a game in Portland tomorrow.
Oh, so we're back again.
Tomorrow we play. Yes.
Yeah. No. Again, it's like it's the what's it called? It's the Laker fan. Like we're doomed today. Then we face Portland. We're back again. Then we're doomed again. Like,
Jesus Christ!
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, we got KB here. KB, any quick thoughts on this game?
Cavaliers won, Portland lost. Next.
All right, cool. Next game. All right, next game. Ooh, the Bulls. Now we like when they do poorly, right? We like when they lose. They lost. They lost one of those games last night that makes the organization feel, you know what, we just need to blow this up and make trades. They lost a heartbreaker. I don't know how they're going to move on. They might just need to get rid of certain players. Whose name rhymes with Zach LaVine. They lost to the Orlando Magic. It was like 95 all over again. 94-96, folks. A true heartbreaker. They are now 4-8. How will they improve? At this point, they just need to throw in the towel. Orlando is at 6-5. But those 4-8 Bulls, let's see how they did. Zach LaVine, a very unhappy person. He had 19 points. He shot 6 for 16 overall. Why? Because he is unhappy where he is. He shot 4 for 7 from 3. He had 6 rebounds. Now, let's see if he had any help. Vucevic decides he had 17 points and 9 rebounds. He shot 8 for 18 overall. Let's see. Who else? P. Williams had 9 points and 9 rebounds. DeMar DeRozan, he's dealing with a personal issue, but he decided that personally he was not going to help Zach LaVine. Drummond had 9 points and 14 rebounds off the bench. Caruso did his best, but he realized that this is not a place he needs to be. He had 16 points. He did have 5 fouls. He almost fouled out. He was trying to foul out, folks, because he was tired of playing for this team, but he did not foul out. Orlando. Poncaro had 17, Wagner had 13, Suggs had 10, Cole Anthony had 16. Bulls are 4-8, Orlando 6-5. KB, quick thoughts on this game?
Orlando won.
Orlando won. Tony next.
Nope. Next.
Let's see. Hawks beat the Knicks. No. Knicks beat the Hawks 116-114. Trae Young ain't shit. Fuck Trae Young. He'll never be shit. Never amount to shit. Fuck you, Trae Young. You are overrated.
Wow.
Next game.
Damn. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Is this the day? Is this the day you have something nice to say about the Knicks?
Yes.
Okay,
yes, I
let's
do.
go.
Yes, I do. It's curious to see that they tried everything to give up the game. That's for sure. Especially they were probably the best. This was the best game of the night. And on top of that, I just had a laugh. Like literally, what was it? The 5-second rule on the inbound, DiVincenzo. Like that was spectacular. I mean, you can only do so much. So yeah. And by the way, Trae Young will be back. Just saying, Trae Young will be back.
Yeah. Fuck Trae Young. Next game. Real quick, folks, you see the tweet in the playback chat. Please share it. Please retweet it. Please let folks know that we're in here. Bucks beat the Raptors. Now, here's the thing, right? Because we're going to get into this conversation later. I find this game interesting, right? Because there are folks who don't believe that getting another star, someone that can have great scoring power, someone that can, hold down the fort when your superstar is out. There are some folks in the Laker fan base that don't believe that should happen, right? They believe, hey, let's just get a whole bunch of, whole bunch of small puzzle pieces, and together we can create a mosaic of bullshit. Now, let me tell you what happened in this game. The Bucks won in Toronto. They whooped that ass, 128-112 against the Raptors. Now, Giannis did not play this game. Okay? Giannis Antetokounmpo did not play this game. Now, you know what happened? Dame Lillard said, hey, you know what? Don't worry about it. Okay? I got you. Okay, this is why you brought me in, because hey, in the times that you can't play, I can hold up the team. Okay, don't worry. Dame drops 37. He shot 9 for 18 overall, 4 for 10 from 3. He also had 13 assists. Chris Middleton, 11 points. Lopez, 10 points. Beasley, Mr. Sharpshooter himself, had 30 points, 8 for 11 from 3, 11 for 14 overall. Oh, man, it's good to see him doing well. Portis had 18 off the bench. Campaign had 13. On the Toronto Raptors side, Siakam had 11. Scotty Barnes had 29. Everyone's, Darvin Ham's ex-lover, Schroeder had 9. Grady Dick had 11. Yeah, so
disgusting.
You get to see that.
yeah.
This is disgusting.
Any quick, Tony, go ahead. Any thoughts on this game?
No, did you guys see the intro for Grady Dick?
Nope.
No, did
Nope.
not see the intro for Grady
Nope.
Dick.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Man,
Mm-hmm. There goes Jules with this propaganda. Oh, you're gonna show us? Okay, go show us the intro for Grady Dick. While we get prepared to look at Dick. KB, you have any thoughts on this game?
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about with that statement, but no, I don't. Next game, let's go.
Okay, big dick energy. Okay.
Oh my lord, bro! Y'all are killing me with this shit, bro. Y'all are really killing me with this shit.
Absolutely. Next game, Tony. All right, let's see. Mavericks went against the Wizards in Washington, 130-117. The Dallas Mavericks are now 9-3. Washington 2-9. Let's see. Lively had 17. Luka had 26. Kyrie did not play. Oh, go figure. So when one superstar goes out, the other one can hold up the team. Go figure. Grant Williams had 10. Off the bench, Tim Hardaway Jr., he had 31, 7 for 11 from 3, 11 for 22. Seth Curry, doing what that family does. He made all of his shots. He had 15 points. They won. Real quick on the Wizards side, we got 22 from Kuzma. Oh, man, Kuzma. Wow, good old days. Poole 16, shot like shit, still suffering from PTSD. Any quick thoughts on this game?
No thoughts on that game. Nothing.
All right, Tony, this is still your second team? This is your hometown.
Nope. Next.
Nope.
No
Next
thoughts.
game, Tony. Tony, are you here? Son of a bitch. All right, so we'll just ramble for a second until Tony gets back. KB, if you want to send him a message, seeing where he's at. Let's see. We're stalling here. So, Trevor, what's up? Just a Ho, what's up? Volley, what's up? We're trying to get through this. Yep, Tony. Hopefully he's not asleep or drunk. Okay, there we go. Tony is here. All right, so we had 76ers versus Boston. This is a statement game, folks. This is a statement game. This game was in Philly. Boston
Statement
won.
game.
This is a statement game, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Dayquil hitting hard. How the fuck can Dayquil hit hard? It's not supposed to put you to sleep.
No, it's unless you get the non-drowsy kind, it will.
Oh my god.
Zen, come on.
117. I took Dayquil. I'm perfectly fine.
Zen,
Look,
nobody's you.
you know what? You are goddamn right. Nobody is me. We got Al from Cal. He's going to talk shit about his Kings. We're going to get to that game in a minute. Shout out to Al. All right, look. Boston won 117-107. They improved to 9-2. They are top of the Eastern Conference. Philly drops to 8-3. Tatum, solid game. 29 points, 4 for 10 from 3, 8 rebounds, 10 for 23 overall. Al Horford, 14 points. Clutch shots, clutch defense, 8 rebounds. He is such a professional. Shout out, Tone. Yes, I'm sick too, Tone. I am sick too. Okay? I am sick with the virus and I am sick of your shit. Okay? I love you. Or that's our PGM sis. Drew Holiday had 18. White went off. He had 27. But I think he had 13, 14, and I think he had 15 in the fourth quarter. They did not have Porzingis. They did not have Jaylen Brown. For them to go into Philly and win a game that they had maintained control of without 2 of their top 3 key pieces, or top 4 key pieces, I thought it was impressive. On the flip side, Embiid had 20. He had 9 rebounds. He shot 8 for 16 overall. He had 7 assists. I'm sure there's going to be some people in here that's going to say 20 is the same. 20 points is the same as scoring 9, but that's just me. We'll get there later. Maxey had 20, 6 for 15 overall. Tobias Harris has 16. Covington has 16. Anyway. No, Evan, fuck you. Because there goes your retraction. There goes your retraction. I told you, you're not getting a retraction. Anyway, any quick thoughts on this game before we move on?
No, nobody gives a fuck about this game. Next.
Tony, next game. Phoenix. Go figure. Pom-pom, folks. Pom-pom. I'm a winner. Okay? I'm a winner. 113-115. Phoenix Suns won. They're 5-6. Minnesota drops to 8-3. Now I don't blame Minnesota for losing this game. They're probably traumatized.
Hold on, what?
I don't blame Minnesota for losing this game. They probably traumatized from all the bullshit and violence they had to endure. The night before. We hear about all the violence. Look, folks, if you guys watch news. If you guys are news junkies like I am, shout out to Congressman Santos. You are great. Real quick, I just want to tell you something political. You guys need to look up this congressman from New York named last name Santos, right? So he lied about rescuing folks in 9/11. He lied about just everything, military service, every single thing. He ran as a Republican and he won. Come to find out, he was like a drag queen in Brazil. This is real life shit. And come to find out today, the Congressional Ethics Panel released their findings saying that this guy was spending campaign funds, campaign contributions on OnlyFans. Now, I appreciate OnlyFans as the next person. Yeah, shout out USA. But just look him up, folks. Campaign funds on OnlyFans. Now, I want to know which OnlyFans that he was paying the subscription for. I'm not talking about the cheap stuff like Bad Barbie. Like, who was he really paying for? All right, I want to know. That's why we say this country is in a great place. But look, Minnesota, McDaniels, he was so traumatized. He shot 13. He had 13 points. So traumatized from what the Warriors did to him. He didn't even make a 3-point shot. Gobert. Oh my God. The sensitive Frenchman. He had 4 points, 8 rebounds, 2 for 5. He was so he could barely breathe, right? He had trouble breathing. He only shot the ball 5 times.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Karl Anthony Towns. Now, he had enough energy to score 25 points. You know why he had that energy? Because he didn't do shit. Because he didn't do shit the night before. He just stood there. Shout out to Pat Bev that called him a bitch. You 7 foot tall. You can't even defend your teammate. Conley had 14. Edwards had 13, 4 for 16 overall. Kevin Durant, 31 points. Booker, first game back, 31 points. Gordon had 15. Allen had 14. Nurkic didn't do shit. He had one dunk. He had 3 points. Eubanks had 13. Koji had 12. Look, Brad, they were supposed to be the first game of their big three. Bradley Beal was a last minute scratch. I guess they're gonna have to wait for him to come back. Look, I have not dismissed Phoenix. I've been paying attention to them, and I think they're going to be a problem moving forward. Quick thoughts on this game, guys. Nope. Next game.
They are the favorites to come out of the West.
They're looking better than us.
Next
game. All right, let's unmute. Now it's time,
God.
folks. We know why you're here.
Well, I think we've had enough talk. It's time for the main event. Well, it looks like we've had enough talk. It's time for the main event. It looks like all the talking has been done. It's time for the main event. Well, looks like we've had enough talk. It's time for the main event. Well, looks like there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event. Well, it looks like it's been enough talk. It's time for the main event.
Go.
Looks like we've had enough talk. It's time for the main event. Well, it looks like there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event. Looks like we've had enough talk. It's time for the main event. Well, I know. It looks like we've had enough talk. It's time for the main event. It looks like there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event.
Now, folks. We'll figure that out, Jules. Yeah, if we can get a shorter clip. Now, guys, if you guys want a preview of what last night's game looked like for anyone that missed it, here's a video of Sabonis. You guys want to see? You guys want to see how last night's game was? There you go. Look, here's some more video of Sabonis just dominating. Yep. Let's just take a look at this. Please, if you want to tell me what the difference is, between this Sabonis and the other Sabonis, I don't see a difference between what this Sabonis is doing in this video versus like what the other Sabonis did last night. Out there looking like, prime Bill Walton. So, yep, absolutely. Look at this. Look at it. Just dominating. Dominating. Shout out to everyone that's in here, folks. Look, we're about to have some fun. Look in the chat. Share the tweets. Let folks know we're in here. Shout out to all the folks that are in here right now. Tony, we can move forward. Here we go. Last night, the Los Angeles Lakers got the shit beat out of them. Got fucking mollywopped. Got fucking stomped on. Got put in our place. Got told to sit in the back of the bus. Got told that, you know what, our daddy isn't our daddy. Yeah. Let's see. Here we go, folks. Sacramento beat the shit out of us, 125-110. Sabonis, 29 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists. Now, I want to shout out Chris from Hoop Spaces. Now, about a month or so ago, we had our California Roundtable. Many of you were in here. Check it out on our podcast meeting of the GoldMinds. He said, and Tony even clipped it, like, yo, Sabonis is better. If you want to play that video, Tony, if you want to find that video, he straight up said, "You know what? I'm gonna let him speak for himself."
Hear it?
Yeah, play it.
Nope.
What volume? We can't hear
Oh,
it.
okay. Oh, here's the volume. Sorry.
A player's production and value.
Might want to turn that up a little.
Domantas Sabonis is listed at 22. I have Domantas Sabonis firmly in my top 15, and he's one spot ahead of Anthony Davis. What do you have him at, Chewy? And let's get to the rest of the team. You laugh, but if you look at what he did,
what's wrong with
you can't argue.
What's your problem?
What he did.
Who
That's
says?
the problem.
Ask Warriors fans. Ask Kings fans.
At a little bit lower.
No, ask Warriors fans who they think is better. Ask Warriors fans who they think is better. Between Sabonis and Anthony Davis. See what they say.
Hey, no, I hear what you're saying. I am saying that production and value for me is factored in to what an overall top 100 ranking comprises of. And when you do that, Domantas Sabonis averages, had the most triple doubles, averaged 20 and 12 essentially. How many games did he play versus AD? Also, in the nature of the business is.
Yep, that's what Chris from Hoop Spaces said about Sabonis. And you saw everyone's reaction. You saw Tony's reaction. Not even Dime Dropper, who represents Clippers Twitter and hold it down for Clippers content. Not even he could believe that. Sabonis had 29 points. He scored 20 more points than Anthony Marshawn Davis, but we'll get to his inconsistent ass in a minute. Barnes had 13. Murray had 9. De'Aaron Fox had 28. I guess the ankle is fully healed. Herder was out there looking like prime Jason Williams, had 28 points. Lakers side, Anthony Marshawn Davis once again. He had 9 points. He had 9 rebounds. He did have 4 blocks, 5 turnovers. He shot 3 for 9 overall, 0 for 1 from 3. He played 35 minutes. He also, a few months ago, signed a contract extension for $186 for 3 years. LeBron James, he had 28 points. He had 6 turnovers. He had 4 steals, 12 assists, 10 rebounds. First player in NBA history to have a triple-double in their 21st season. He's also now 5th all-time in triple-doubles. He shot 9 for 15 overall, 3 for 7 from 3, 7 for 8 from free throw. I did count about 2 to 3 LaFuck you threes. He played 35 minutes. Cam Reddish, 16 points, 5 steals. Solid game from him. D'Angelo Russell had 28 points. He had 5 assists. Okay, 5 rebounds. He shot 12 for 20 overall, 4 for 6 from 3. On the bench, Rui had 5 points, 0 blocks, 0 steals, 0 assists, 0 rebounds. Yeah, that type of shit will get your ass deported. Konishiwa. Christian Wood had 6 points, 0 blocks, 0 steals, 0 assists, 2 rebounds. Thank you for your contribution. Maxwell Lewis. Jackson Hayes, 3 points, 1 steal, 1 rebound. Austin Tyler Reeves, right? This is the guy you guys want a retraction for. Now, he did have a decent game. He had 9 points, 8 assists, 11 rebounds. He shot 4 for 10 overall. He decided that white people shouldn't make threes on Wednesdays, so he shot 0 for 5 from 3. He got cooked on defense. He got cooked. Like, it was almost as if he was the server at Burger King. Max Christie. Hey, one thing about Max Christie, I can tell you, man, he can applaud like a motherfucker. Hodge. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what he did. Now, here we go, folks. Let's go. Because I got lots to say. My PGM brothers got lots to say. KB.
Nope, go first, because nope, I don't want to hear it. Go
I told you
first.
motherfuckers that LeBron shouldn't have played that Grizzly game.
Okay.
All right, I told you guys. I said he should not have played that Grizzlies game. Okay, and then here's the thing. People want to say, oh, he only played 23 minutes. Okay, What do you think about you guys looking at he only played 23 minutes in the first game against the Grizzlies? What about all the prep? What about all the working out? What about all the stretching? What about all the warm-ups before the game? When these guys get on the court, half of them are already in the sweat because, to get their heart rate elevated. So the 23 minutes, no, he shouldn't have played that first game. LeBron, yes, he did have a triple-double. Okay, whoop-de-fucking-do. But you know what? By that fourth quarter, he was looking fucking exhausted. KB, I heard you say how much he was looking exhausted. So pretty much our 38-year-old player who's going to be 39 in a month and a half is looking exhausted in a game in November. And then when a jackass like me been telling you guys for the last year, we're not preserving him. Oh, come on, man. You don't know. Do you know LeBron's body better than he do? Do you know LeBron's body? Okay. Yeah. Why is he carrying? Exactly, Shay Love. He is carrying. He is carrying this team. This team is fundamentally broken. Okay? Yes, we have some flashes. But here's the thing. Of course we're going to look good when we make 23s. Of course. But what happens? What's our game plan? Look at this dunk right here. Tony, can you do me a favor? Can you rewind that just like 5 seconds? Now, let me tell you what I see with this dunk. All right?
Okay.
He dunks the ball. He dunked the ball at year 21. Great. You know what I see? He got 2 points, but he's not elevating as high. Okay? He can't do it on back-to-back basis. He can't do it as frequently like he used to. There's a decline. So, go ahead, KB. I'm done for now.
Oh no. Nope. I'm gonna go last. Go ahead, Tony or playoff. One of y'all, because I'm about to, bruh. Go. Yep. Just go. One of y'all go first.
Tony or playoff.
Please.
Yo, playoff. Go ahead if you can.
What are we talking about specifically?
Hey, what's your thoughts on that? What's your first initial thoughts on last night's game?
I mean, really, it's a terrible AD game. That's really, I think, why what we're here. This really was dominating the timeline. So, it was a terrible game. He said he played like shit. I mean, that's really where it kind of begins and ends as far as the game last night goes. Definitely, didn't look like we didn't look sharp. I think they had like 24 points scored off of turnovers. I could be wrong about that. Sloppy with the ball all around. Just a bad effort. Not able to defend on the perimeter. Not able to defend Sabonis. Yeah, I mean that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah. I will say this. Tony, go ahead. Are you ready to speak, or you need more time?
Yeah, I need more Dayquil.
You need more time. Okay.
No,
go ahead.
But I'll say this piece, and I'll ask a question because I kind of miss my brother Jay with his rhetorical questions. But just wanted to say, who do you compare AD to?
Oh God.
We going here again, bro.
We're not going to. I'm just saying, like, what is a comparison of AD?
This is what I've heard in the spaces. His contemporaries are Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. That's who I've heard his contemporaries are.
Yep.
Okay, so if that's the case, what's a bad game for them? In this year.
They can do no wrong. They can do no wrong.
It's not okay. No wrong. My problem is, and this is my problem with Eddie. His highs are extremely high. Like he can really raise the ceiling, but his floor. Like this game, I did not see AD do nothing. Like normally, if he has a 9-point game, I'm like, yo, let's be real. Like he's doing something on a defensive end. I really didn't see it. Not for this game. Like this.
Can I ask you a question, Tony?
Go ahead.
How many times did AD score in single digits last season?
I need to look it up. I think it was a handful.
Two.
Second.
Two.
Yeah.
2 times.
Two. Mm.
He's
Oh.
already met that so far this season.
Mhm.
As you noted earlier in the group chat, one of the games he did not finish because of injury. And so, realistically, we're looking at one game he played fully and scored single digits. So just to kind of put that in
No,
context.
of course. Again, context matters.
Got it.
Especially with the one injury being like in Miami. I get it. It's just in this season currently, it's all about it's like I don't know, man. Like you have to do better than that. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, for sure.
Like
100.
like I think like are basketball players supposed to have bad games? There, shit
Not AD.
happens.
No,
Not AD.
not AD.
But
No.
Not
AD,
AD.
yeah.
No.
Not
I
AD.
get that.
Mhm.
I get that. But this is one of those games where even his defensive impact was severely mitigated.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
It just was
Tony,
not even there.
realistically, if we're talking about AD, and is a normal AD allowing Sabonis to score 29 on him 9 times?
No.
Let's say they play 10 games. Like, how
No.
many times does that happen?
They played 8 games already, and
That'll
How
happen.
much is the average?
I need to look it up. I know the end result, which is 8-0 on favor of Sabonis, but
It's fine. That's okay. Look, I'm just gonna wait until Tony. Are you done with your statement? Because
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
real quick before KB goes, we're gonna bring up speakers in a little bit. Yo, Al, hop up here in a minute. Want to get that King's perspective. But KB, floor is yours, sir.
Jesus Christ! All right. So Lakers played soft last night. That's already been emphasized 15,000 times by Zen. He's talked about how old LeBron is. You missed me with that shit. He's talked about how AD didn't step up to the plate. He mentioned that in his press conference and media conference after that. So he already mentioned it twice, saying he didn't step up. For me, that's all I have to hear. If he says he didn't step up, he didn't do this and didn't do that, and he's not even blaming his injury at that, mind you, he's blaming himself for having a shitty game. Perfectly okay with that. Lakers lost. Okay. Got it. We lost. Boom. Done. There's nothing else that needs to be emphasized with that. Now, if you're gonna go, I'm gonna talk to Zen right now because he mentioned what I was talking about, saying that LeBron was tired. Yes,
Get at me,
tired.
dog. Come on, I got energy.
Okay. There's it's not really enough energy to put towards this conversation. LeBron is the reason why LeBron is in this position is on himself. This is not a thing where you can be like, well, LeBron shouldn't be playing these minutes. Well, LeBron got to emphasize. Look, this is what I've been getting from the start of the season. Everybody has always said, well, LeBron doesn't really start to emphasize the way he wants to play until later in the season. So like later, getting closer to playoffs, he doesn't start going 100%. So if that's the way LeBron's going to play, then you deal with the results. And this is where I kind of tell you, not having a full roster, which we do not, and everybody can keep on using that as an excuse, is just the facts. We don't have Vandal. We don't have Gabe. A lot of people say, what does Gabe do? He hasn't been making his shots. We haven't seen this team fully healthy. That's what I'm going to stand on. And then after that, when this team is fully healthy, when I mean not fully healthy, I mean when we have everybody available to where everybody's going to get shifted into their proper positions, which means Prince is not going to start because he shouldn't be starting, and you put Vandal in that position. That's what I mean. Okay. And even when Vandal's back, AR is still coming off the bench. So with that, I'm just saying LeBron's going to continue to have to pull these kind of minutes until we get everyone back. So Gabe isn't going to be back yet. Even with Vandal, it's still not going to make a difference. So I think from the totality of this game and watching this game, it's frustrating, I know. But I see two glaring things on here. One, they had 20 steals. TAR 12. 20, TAR 12. based on turnovers alone. Turnovers, we had 23, they had 15. We shot better than better than them from the line. We were 79%, they were 76 for 15 for 9 to 13 for 17. So we can't even say we were getting to the line. We were. Rebounds. They out rebounded us by 2 rebounds, but offensive rebounds they had 11 to our 7. It's not good. So looking at that from a totality, that's also another reason why we lost. But turnovers killed us. Not gonna lie. The final moments of the game when we made the fake comeback, we messed that up. But Zen, I'm answering your question. 39-year-old LeBron, I told you guys, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Just because we had an incredible shooting night, and I said this, the real test was last night. Did we step up? No. But if you're going to go ahead and blank saying when they get warmed up, LeBron gets warmed up every game. It don't matter if he sits or not. So he has to work up a sweat. And he works up a sweat every single time before he plays a game. So you can knock that out of the park. So that doesn't mean anything. So with LeBron playing the minutes he's playing, he's going to continue to play those minutes. And you can continue to ask me, well, how does he get injured? If LeBron gets injured, he gets fucking injured. Like, there's nothing we're going to be able to do. They're going to have a full roster. If they don't, then they just don't. But like I said, the fact that me playoff, we talked about this shit last time last night in playback. The amount of games that we're going to have to play, the amount of games that we're going to have to do this in games, every single time, day in and day out. LeBron's going to play plus 35 minutes. It's just a thing. It's just a thing that's going to happen. And you can say that's not a good look for the 39-year-old? Okay, Zen. But I'm just telling you, the way you sound, you're basically saying let LeBron sit. Okay, let LeBron sit. Then we lose. So and then if we lose, you're okay with that. You're okay with losing because if we do, LeBron gets his rest. That's the most important thing, right? LeBron gets his rest. We lose games when he doesn't play because we need him to play because he got us in this position in the first place. And I don't want to hear about, other players are not stepping up. AD's stepping up. He's doing what he's supposed to do, which is carry the defensive anchor, which is what LeBron needs in order to flourish in the offensive end. But when LeBron doesn't flourish in the offensive end, you're not calling him out. You're literally saying because he's 39. So that's when I think me and Playoff and other people are saying, you're giving LeBron James bail because he's 39 years old. For me, if LeBron says he's good enough to play, then he's good enough to play. But I don't want to hear this bail. Don't give LeBron James bail because he's 30 fucking 9. If he's old, then sit the fuck down. If he's hurt, sit the fuck down. The same type of energy I bring for LeBron, I bring for AD. AD played like shit last night. And I don't want to hear because he tweaked his injury. And I don't want to hear none of this bullshit that's coming on that Stephen A. Smith is trying to say, which he's one of the biggest bullshitters that earned a paycheck for ESPN, saying that he doesn't look like he's in shape. Miss me with that shit. Please. Not in shape. But when he drops 30, when he has 6 blocks, 19 rebounds, and 19 points and 10 rebounds, he looks great. But when he has a shitty game, he looks out of shape? Like, stop, man. That's the type of shit that I don't like, bro. That's why when y'all be like, come on, KB. Nah, bro, I'm not about that trolling shit. If AD has a bad game, he has a bad game. But the fact that y'all gonna go start saying he's out of shape, he retweaked his injury, who gives a fuck? He just sucked that night. Just be real. There's no other points to point out. That's where I land my case, and that's where y'all can have it from there.
All right.
But,
so you said a lot, and
Tony,
I'm
what
going
are you
to.
doing?
Oh, go ahead.
What?
Tony, what are you doing?
What
No,
the?
if you're
So I'm looking at this and I'm like, why? So look, he has his hands up. He's not a
Okay.
free throw shooter. They're literally giving him that. But why does he want the ball at that point? Like,
Jackson Hayes is a troll. That's really
You-
what I've learned.
you see what I'm trying to get at?
Basketball.
Right? Like, that play is nasty. Like, at that point, you're running 4 against 5.
right, Tony, hold on. Go ahead, Zen. What were you about to say?
All right,
You
so first,
gonna respond? Let's go.
yeah, I'm going to definitely respond to all that bullshit. So first, shout out to all the folks that are in here. We really appreciate it. Hey, if you scroll up in the chats, please repost a tweet letting folks know that we're in here. Shout out to all you guys. You guys are the biggest part of what we're building here with PGM. You guys are part of our community. Shout out to Cammy, Captain, Shay Love, what's up, darling? Tone, obviously you're a PGM, Sis Volley. Shout out to every single person that's in here. Jules, you've been supporting us since day one. So we really, really appreciate you guys. Evan, you are a brother. Malcolm, Wagwan, Brethren, Hams, what's up, Wagwan? Two heads, one table. I acknowledge you. Shout out to everyone. Appreciate it. So let me respond to the bullshit that KB just said. So first of all, I always get accused of being a LeBron hater. So
No, you're a LeBron bailer. That's what you are.
No,
You
I'm
bail
not
him
a
out.
bailer. No, here's the
Yeah,
thing.
you bail him
Folks,
out.
real quick. Folks, let me do you a favor. I'm going to save you some time and I'm going to save you some heartache. If you have a classic car, don't ever let KB get around that motherfucker. Don't even let him look at it. Don't even let him be on the same block as that car. Because let me tell you what KB will do. KB will look at a 1973 Rolls Royce. Okay, yo, Al, hop up here, man. We want to get that King's perspective. KB, let me tell you what type of motherfucker this person is. He will look at a 1973 Rolls Royce, right? Classic car, has lots of miles on it, right? And you know what KB will do? He'll start rubbing his hands like that fucking meme, right? Start licking his lips, and he'll be like, yo, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drive that bitch from San Francisco to New York and back. That's what KB will do. He wants to destroy classic vehicles. I said it last year. I said it last night. I will say it again. LeBron is that 1976 Rolls Royce, meaning that if you expect him to be optimal, you cannot drive him every day. You're going to have to save him on the weekends. I said to you guys 2 days ago, he should not play. He should not play against the Grizzlies. Now, KB, I want to ask you a quick question. Do the Grizzlies win the game if LeBron James doesn't play?
Yep.
So you're saying that with the 30-point beatdown we gave them, you're telling us without LeBron, we couldn't have won by 10 or 15?
Not 10 or 15 if we were ever to win against, like, let's say if LeBron James doesn't play on Friday, we win by 2 or 3. We're not beating them by double digits. We're not.
We're talking about the Memphis Grizzlies.
Memphis Grizzlies.
The Memphis Grizzlies. So we would not have won that game without LeBron.
Not by 30
No,
points.
would we have won the game? We only need 1 point. We only need to win by 1. Would we have won
if
the
you're talking
game?
about win by 1, I thought you were talking about win by how we won by.
No. Nah. Would we have won the game without LeBron?
Yeah, by a point or 2. Yeah.
Okay. So that's the thing. We could have saved them.
Okay, that's okay.
Back to back, I said, folks, don't play him. You guys said, yo, we got to play him. No.
No. It's not we got to play him, Zen. The thing I'm trying to tell you is you're going to be the one to tell LeBron to sit down?
Here's the thing. If we as an organization, hold on, who's speaking?
No, that's me. Like, why are you hung up on this point? That point.
Because you know why? Because last night when he was exhausted in the fourth quarter, because remember we had that fake comeback. You also admitted that he was exhausted. Let me ask you.
Yeah, do
you think he would have performed better
if he would have rested?
Do you think he would have performed better if he would not have played the night before?
Oh my God! Wait, so you talking about? No, go ahead, Tony.
No, so you're arguing the point that we should have rested LeBron so he can carry more this game?
No, what I'm saying is, here's the thing. This is what it comes down to. We are not preserving him at all. For him to be exhausted in November, that's not a good look for the team. That's not a good look. It's go ahead.
No, I hear you. It's a problem. I'm trying to tell you what are the coaching staff going to do when LeBron says I'm playing?
Well, here's the thing. If you got some weak ass coaching staff that does, I'm sorry. No, coaches have to do their job. I've been consistently saying that. You know what? Athletes are the most delusional folks. They're the last ones to really own up where they are physically. So what happened to that whole 29-minute plan? What happened to that plan that Rob Pelinka said? Is that so pretty much LeBron does what he wants at the detriment of the team? Is that where we're at?
That's been the whole whoa.
Then guess what? This whole LeBron and AD era, I've been saying it for a fucking year. It's a failure
We're
That's
not
where your
winning a
point.
championship this
That's
year.
where your point is. Then land that point instead of going in a whole entire journey instead of trying to explain that. What
Well,
I'm
here's the
trying to
thing:
say
this team
is,
is broken.
okay, that's your point. That's your point of view. But you can't say this whole entire team is broken when you haven't seen them. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You're trying to
Yeah,
tell
but
me
okay, what's going to be the excuse this year? Is it because
there's
we
not
have
going to be
because
Zen.
of Vando is a franchise saver? Is that
There's
what we're getting at? Vando
Zen.
is a savior?
Zen, you're asking more questions and I can't answer them. Do you want me to answer your question? Or do you want to keep asking more questions?
Go.
Cool. So when you're talking about what we have weak ass coaches, so it was Ty Lue weak.
He's not. He's never been the Lakers coach.
Was Eric? He hasn't been the Lakers coach, but he's coached LeBron. Anywhere LeBron has gone, what he says go. He does. He does what he wants to do at the end of the day. We knew that by when we signed him. We knew that by when we were going for the chip in the bubble. We knew that when we had him on this team. If he says he's going to play, it doesn't matter what you think, what I think, anybody in PGM or anybody in the Laker
So
Nation
what?
thinks.
I
LeBron's
just
going to do
don't
what he wants to
understand
do
the
at the end of the
point.
day.
And this
That's
is
what
how
I'm trying to
flawed
say.
your argument is. This is how flawed your argument is.
Okay.
You
What?
don't want to go. You
What?
want to bring up Ty Lue. Well, let's
What?
see.
No, I
The
I
player-
mean coaches in general.
Okay,
No
you want to
coach.
bring up. You want to bring up Ty Lue. Well,
Okay.
when Ty Lue was coaching LeBron, and
Yep.
LeBron said that he wanted to play, guess what?
Mhm.
He was the best goddamn player in the NBA. And if
Oh.
he wanted to play 48 minutes, you know what type of 48 minutes you're going to get from him.
Okay.
If
Zen.
LeBron is not the same player that he was when he had Ty Lue as a coach.
Zen, he's still going to do what he wants to do at the end of the day.
And there's
You
a
already
problem.
know this.
Let's stop having a 39-year-old dictate what he wants to do on this team if we're trying to compete for a championship.
Zen, then you need to go to the front office and talk to the coaches to do so because he's been doing that since he got here.
Look, I'm just saying, if I ever saw Jeannie Buss in person, that's not
You
what I'm
ain't-
talking about.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Because if you came up to LeBron James, if you're one of the coaching staff on that team, you ain't telling him to sit because he ain't gonna listen to you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so I
You
don't.
gotta
So,
stop that.
but why the conversation? Like that's not why they lost.
Tony.
That's what I'm trying to
Zen's-
say.
Yeah, the whole thing. Zen's argument is that LeBron is being extended way too hard so far this season, in this early part of the season. He feels, I guess, that if Bron had sat the night before, maybe that puts us in a better position with this
To
game.
win. Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I feel like
Me neither.
they didn't play in the fourth quarter. Like that was the intention. They accomplished the goal of not playing in the fourth quarter. I think he would be the first to say that it has nothing to do with the back-to-back.
Exactly. I don't know what Zen getting at.
LeBron is a competitor.
Zen's entitled to his opinion. Yeah, I mean it is what it is, but I mean that's basically where this whole thing what we're going
No,
around.
1,000%. 1,000%. And then the other thing that you're trying to say, Zen, with the other point you're making, I'm trying to tell you there's not going to be excuse. This is coming from me because I can't talk for other people. I told you on this team, I want to see in totality what they have when they have everybody back. Now, Vando's coming back. We'll get him back next week. Don't know why he's coming back next week. We'll get him back next week. After that happens, cool, we'll see how they look then. When they get Gabe back, that's a full team already right there. Then that's where I'm going to start my evaluation process. I can't do it now because we don't have our proper rotation. We just don't.
So, KB, I want to ask you a question. How many roster spots we have right now? What, 13 or 14? Like
14.
That's filled. 14. Okay. Vando and Gabe from number 1 to 14. Where do they fall in line for you in the hierarchy of the hierarchy? If LeBron is number 1 or AD is number 1, from number 1 to number 14, where does Gabe and Vando fall in line for you?
It goes LeBron, or whoever's so because they're literally I think I'm going by 80. So 80, LeBron. Third best player I'm putting as of right now during the season was D'Lo. Then we have AR. Then I put Vandal right there after AR, which would be the fifth best person. And then for our bench, Gabe is probably like at number 8. Not 8. He's at like number 7 or 6. Because that's where I kind of put him after. Yeah, I put him after Rui and then Gabe. And then you have Cam and then Prince and everybody else. that falls in line. So I put them two at number 5 and number 6.
So we got 4, based upon your logic, we got 4 of our top players, right?
Yes.
We have 4 of our top players available.
Yes.
But then we're still saying that, like, we're still acting like Vando is the savior. Like, Vando is, he's going to be our best point of attack defender. I get that.
It's not just
Vando
that.
doesn't fix effort, though.
I understand that, Zim, but where does that start? Where does that start?
That starts at the top. That starts with LeBron and AD.
Exactly. LeBron and AD. So it's from what I've been seeing from the times where we lose, it's not LeBron. It's just AD giving the effort. And LeBron's like, I want to do this. Well, and it's not and then it's not because he hasn't sat on a back-to-back. That's not it. That's not it.
Why does everyone have a hard-on for Vando? Brother, when you find that out, please let me know. I have no idea.
I don't know. I ain't talking about. I'm not saying hard on for Vando. I'm saying when you get everybody back, everybody gets put in the right position. I'm trying to say Prince is out of position, and this shit matters because when you have the right position, you'll have the right bench, you have the right substitutions.
Who do you blame all the turnovers on?
Who are blaming the turnovers on? I mean, who's leading? Who's leading? Well, hold on. I can give you where the turnovers, who led in turnovers last night.
Because last night, those turnovers was fucking garbage.
Yeah, last night, the totality of the turnovers came from LeBron and AD. They combined for 11 turnovers.
Yeah. So the thing is, that's not a Vando problem. Vando's not going to fix the fuck you threes. Vando's not going to fix reckless passes. Vando's not going to fix that bullshit. So
I understand. I understand that. I'm just saying when it comes down, all I'm saying is this. I am telling you that I want to see a totality of what this team looks like when everybody is in the right position. You're trying to tell me it doesn't matter about positions and who's in what place they're in. They just need to win games. That's not the point.
No, that's not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is
the point.
The problems that we're dealing with, right? The problems that we're dealing with has nothing to do with positions. Like, for instance, like, I understand if you're saying that, Taurean Prince is out of position. Like, are we talking about offensively or defensively?
Taurean Prince is out of position offensively, both.
Okay, so I'm with you. I'm with you. So we're not talking about that because the thing is, this is not a thing where, man, Taurean Prince is his lack of production. Yes, if I'm with you there, if it's because he's out of position. But when it comes to effort, when it comes to reckless turnovers, I saw guys trying to do behind the back passes last night that got intercepted. I also saw a whole bunch of guys last night that was bitching and whining about foul calls that they didn't get instead of running back on defense. That has nothing to do with Taurean Prince or Gabe Vincent. So those things between the turnovers, between the lack of discipline in getting back on defense instead of crying to the refs about a foul, instead of guys not closing out on defense, that's all effort. That has nothing to do with having a full roster.
I understand that, but I'm trying to tell you, it's hard trying to tell you, but when you'll see it, because when you get the certain players you need back to put people in the right position, and DJ, I see you're saying what's the difference with having Vando on the court. One thing I'm going to tell you is his 3-point shot has gotten better. So I don't know what everybody thinks with that. We'll have to see that in game and live. Defensively,
go ahead.
No, defensively for AD, he will be that point of attack defender, but he'll be that second apron for AD not to have to overexert himself. Because you can see without him, he's doing too much. I mean, I only got 5 more minutes. So
5 more minutes, okay.
Yeah. So with that, I'm just saying, if that sounds like bail, call it what you want. But I'm trying to tell you, Vando will help AD out on the defensive end. And he'll also help boxing out. Because if you did miss last night, they have 11 offensive rebounds because LeBron is over there. I don't know what he's doing. Sometimes he's ball watching. Then he's looking at other teammates, not what's called trying to scramble for the basketball. Right. Then they don't get it, and he's frustrated. There's certain times he's not putting bodies on anybody. But it's not just him. It's a whole entire unit that's it's a collective thing. So it can't just be AD. And AD looked like he was out of sorts too. But I'm just saying, when you have people in the right position, it makes a fat-ass difference. And that's the reason why a lot of these games we look miscombobulated. Because you don't have to tell Vando to screen somebody when LeBron has the ball. Torian Prince, he over here getting on the same side as freaking Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is like, move. And you guys see him just screaming on the other side of the court. So it's like, with certain things when it comes to how the Lakers are playing, there's just a lot of people out of position. Torian Prince, to me, is more of a 3 than a 2. He's not a 2 to me. He's a 3. And he's one of those guys you just have in the spot up corner. He can attack closeouts, but he's just not that guy. And as of right now, he's been too inconsistent for me to watch to just keep shooting threes and keep bricking. You just can't. That's where I land on it.
Absolutely. Hey, today's been a good one, but look, it's not over. Let's hear from whoever wants to hop on stage. Still continuing the conversation. We got to talk about AD and what the fuck is going on. Because there's it's very polarizing issue. But let's who we have on stage? Do we have Josh up here still? Josh, what was your thoughts on last night's game?
Yeah, I want to start out with Darvin Ham before I get to everything else. Just because you took Austin Reeves out of the starting lineup, put him on, and have him come out the bench does not mean you should be having him play alongside with D'Lo. There's absolutely no reason why you should be doing that. This nigga AR literally was just turning the fucking ball over, like literally causing these fucking turnovers, and Austin Reeves is literally showing literally why he's not a fucking point guard, literally, and should never be starting at the one position ever. Like, he's not a fucking point guard at all. Just looking at the decisions he's been making a lot lately, causing turnovers and shit. He needs to do a better job at his fucking decision making, because it's absolutely unexcusable. Like, it's absolutely unexcusable, and I wish Darvin would put him in a situation where he can just be paired with LeBron at all times in his pick and rolls. That's where he looks good at. But other than that, there shouldn't be no reason why he should be in the lineup with fucking D'Lo. That backcourt is absolutely cooked, literally, for a reason. So, on top of that, a lineup with Hood and Hayes, with Wood and Hayes, I don't know why he's still doing that shit. Like, that shit is absolutely cooked. Because them motherfuckers, they just look like some fucking, they look like two motherfuckers that's on crack when they plan to get on the fucking court. If anything, you should be having either Wood or Hayes. For the most part, I would say Hayes. Because, Wood is not known for his fucking defense. All he cares about is fucking buckets. He wasn't really trying to do shit with JaVale McGee. But if anything, he should be having Hayes with Anthony Davis at all times. Literally, at least for the most part. Because that way AD could play more freely. But yeah, I'm done with that part. But literally, the whole team didn't fucking play good yesterday. I know there's a lot of shit with AD because we literally just found out going to last night. There's AD's dealing with a little fucking hip issue, so that's probably why he didn't play too well. But literally, but I just didn't I was kind of disgusted at the fact that how he just kept letting Sabonis get where the fuck he want to get, letting him cook him, and then didn't really try to do shit with Sabonis at all. Literally, I just find out that this nigga's 0-8 against Sabonis. That's nasty as hell. That needs to change. That needs to change. Him being 0-8 against this motherfucker, bro. Come on, bro. It's Sabonis, bro. Come on, my guy. But yeah, I hope AD gets together, stay healthy. He should. If he was really dealing with a hip issue before the game, he should have not played at all, honestly. But hey, and then on top of that, them two playing in the fourth quarter, him and LeBron playing continuing in the fourth quarter. For that fake comeback, that should have not happened at all on Darvin Ham's watch. But hey, it is what it is, because we were not coming back and win that game at all. Let's see what else. Oh, this motherfucker. Clearly, this nigga Kevin Huerter. We literally let our defense on the defensive side. We literally let Kevin Huerter get 28 fucking points. This motherfucker was literally shooting like prime Kyle Korver out there. Kevin Huerter's not even like that. He doesn't even shoot that fucking good. Literally, he hasn't been shooting that good this season. He just started picking it up a little bit lately. But there's a lot of the time he's just he's kind of cold from three. Kevin Huerter's not really like that from three. Literally, and most of the time he's not. There's games where he just struggles a lot pretty often, so he's literally not like that. But letting him go off like that looking like prime Kyle Korver. I mean, come on, like we cannot have that at all. We literally had no answer for De'Aaron Fox, literally, and this is where we kind of miss Vando for the most part, because like if we have Vando,
I'm gonna catch y'all later, fam. I'm gonna catch y'all later.
We're literally switching. We could literally switch up on the screens and set up some traps for this nigga De'Aaron Fox and give and just literally bother him for quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? But we literally had no answer for this nigga De'Aaron Fox at all. Period. So, he's De'Aaron Fox is De'Aaron Fox. But yeah, I mean, literally like half of the team did not fucking play good. Torian Prince, I mean, you got you guys was it KB said, like, this nigga, him being ice cold from three is like, it's getting to the point where I'm like, you know what? I think he needs to come off the bench. He needs to come off the bench. And I don't know why Rui didn't get any more like touches. I don't know why we need to do a better job at running plays for Rui. Like literally, instead of running so much through Austin, like we need to run some plays through Rui, because Rui is a guy that can get off at any moment. You know what I'm saying? He can get off at any moment if he can. He's been looking real good since he been coming back, like lately. So I wish we can do a better job at running some plays through Rui. So yeah, other than that, like literally like half of the team didn't fucking play good yesterday, but I don't expect us to come back like I don't expect us to like play like this going into tomorrow against the Blazers. We should be able to come back and win that game easily. And then Friday's gonna be a very interesting one against the Rockets. We should be able to get a look back on that one, but who knows? But I expect us to come out with a different energy. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I look forward to I look forward to just having the rest of the team healthy when we get back, because like I say, like we're literally so out of position right now. I mean, everybody's out of position. We don't know where everybody's roles are at. It's a mess right now with this team. And then we got these we're hearing all these fucking ridiculous ass trade talks right now regarding Levine and Caruso and so on and so forth. So it's like it's a mess right now. But other than that, what I'm saying, I just look forward to the rest of the season. I hope this team can just stack up some wins. You know what I'm saying? Get these ridiculous trade rumors out the way and so on and so forth. But with that being said, let's go, Lake Show.
All right, you landed? Have you landed your plane?
Yeah, I think he's good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right, cool. I see Vin Smoke, see Trevor up here. I want to get to Al. And Cal. He lights the beam. Holding it down for for Sacramento. I want to get your perspective on the game. How did it look from the other side, man? What was your takes from last night's game? And welcome, by the way. Appreciate you being here. Welcome. Alan Cal, are you here?
Yeah, you hear me?
What's up? I can hear you.
What's up? Hey, yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me. I just wrote down a few notes, and one of the biggest things that stuck out to me last night, the Kings started the season pretty bad. We had back-to-back losses against the Rockets. We were sitting at 2-4, and then these last three games we've been cooking. But last night, for sure, it just looked like, Mike Brown has the Kings already playing at midseason form. Like you can tell that the Kings, they all know each other's game. We have a system, we have an identity, and I mean we brought back the same five starters. We have the same sixth man, so we have basically almost the same unit as last year. The Lakers look like a bunch of guys that they just met each other. They're still trying to figure things out. They don't really have a system or an identity. I mean, that's kind of like one way that people say you can measure a good coach is that you can tell the game plan right away. Is like, and I think somebody kind of hit on it earlier. Is like, as long as LeBron's on your team, that's kind of going to be your system. Is just going to be LeBron ball, right? So I mean, it just seems like, I mean, what is Darvin Ham's coaching philosophy? Like, what is his system? What is his style? I don't know what that is. I mean, maybe maybe Lakers fans know, but
we're still trying to figure that out ourselves.
Yeah, okay. That's one takeaway I had from last night. And I don't watch the Lakers a lot, mostly just when they play the Kings. But yeah, it's kind of hard to figure out. I mean, and it is kind of tough for him. Like, when you have LeBron on your team, then yeah, you're just kind of gonna be doing what LeBron wants to do. He seems like he's mostly just like a people manager, One of the biggest stats that stuck out to me last night: Anthony Davis 0 offensive rebounds. Domas had 5, and offensive rebounds is a hustle stat. You know, AD, he looked really slow. Like I mean, is this new this year, or does it seem like he's gotten a little bit slower, lost a step in the last couple of years or this year?
I personally think he's lost a step, but he's still at a high level. Mind you, you went for a guy who was the undisputed best player, or for the most part undisputed best player for the longest time, and now someone that we say dropped to 10. Yeah, there's definitely a drop off. But yeah, hold on, I got a phone call. You guys continue the convo.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that he lost a step, but that game particularly, he was definitely slower. So yeah, he didn't look engaged, which is not.
I mean, to be honest, bro, it's actually, to be honest, I kind of got it as the opposite, bro. And niggas know me as the AD hater, but I've been saying all year, like, the nigga's motor looks good this year, bro. So that's why last night was just so, like, jarring, because all season, like, he's looked like the AD that we want and that we expect. So last night was just kind of more of an aberration, I feel like.
An unexpected voice of reason. This is interesting.
Yeah.
Nah, no, it's because niggas don't understand that, like, you can say things last year, and say things this year. So, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Like last year, the nigga was disappointed. So when I was disappointed, I said he was disappointed. This year, he's been great. So I've been giving him praise. Like, it's been actually consistent. What I'm not going to do is give him bail, though. Like, he had a stinker last night. Injury or not, like, he had a stinker.
I don't think anybody's trying to give him bail. You can't. How do you bail out that performance? But anyway.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's funny because niggas was talking about in space yesterday. Like, oh, everybody talking about stand on business. I'm like, bro, relax. Like, I gave a take last year. Niggas want you to stand on business on a take from last year. Like, please, like, knock it off.
Well, I think you kind of developed a reputation for being,
because I was the only one that wanted to say it. I was the only one that was willing to say it in a space. But we all see the chats, bro. Like, don't worry. It's like all of us are on our own Twitter chat, so we know how niggas really feel, bro. Type shit. And niggas, you know how spaces go, bro. Niggas get to scapegoat into the audience. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be known as, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas get to throwing people under the bus to make themselves look good. That's what spaces do. So.
Yo, Al, were you finished, or did you have any other thoughts from the game?
I mean, just touching on the 8-0 thing. I mean, the first few games, I don't know if it's like a coincidence or a trend or what. I looked it up. The first 4 games they played against each other was when Domas was on OKC and AD was on the Pelicans. So that was kind of like a minute ago. So just looking at the last 3 games, Kings and Lakers, Domas has gone for 21-10-6, 12-15-5, and obviously last night 29-16-7. But he shot better than 60% in all 3 games, which is kind of unusual because, I mean, from a Kings fan perspective, we know that Domas tends to play better against more offensive-minded centers. Like, he always plays well. He always puts up big numbers against Jokic. But then, obviously, he tends to struggle against longer defensive-minded centers. I mean, obviously, look at the playoffs last year against Looney. He did not play well. So it's really surprising that he's able to put up these numbers against Anthony Davis. I mean, it might be the fact that he's a center that spends a lot of time on the perimeter, and that kind of brings Anthony Davis out of the key and out of his, comfort zone. I don't know. Maybe you have some thoughts on that. Clearly, I mean, Domas has a game plan, and he's figured out how to put up numbers on Anthony Davis.
I mean, I definitely understand your viewpoint as a Kings fan and enjoying the win for sure. But I mean, we're talking about a meaningless regular season game. to be honest. And I mean, based on how I saw Sabonis play in that series against against the Warriors last year, um, that really tells me everything I need to know about him. And so, it's like I see the victory laps of like, oh, Sabonis put up 29 on AD, and it's like I'm fazed by it myself personally. I feel like it's an aberration, but obviously y'all got the win. That's all that matters. He played really well, and he was able to get to wherever he wanted to. AD gave up no resistance. I mean, even I know you said you don't watch a lot of Lakers games, but the comparison, if you compare how AD looked to last, in the night before playing against Memphis versus what we saw against Sabonis, it was like night and day. And there's no bail going on. I mean, obviously, it seemed like he aggravated the issue with his hip. He was kind of grabbing at it, throughout the game. But he was on the court, so he felt good enough to play, and that's all that matters. And he played shitty, so so it is what it is. But
Well, it kind of sounds like you're saying that you don't think AD was trying last night, and that you just expect that he'll try harder or play harder in the playoffs. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Well, I mean, I've seen Sabonis in the playoffs, and I've seen AD in the playoffs, and I feel like there's they're not even in the same breath. To be honest with you, I feel like it was really disrespectful for Sabonis to be an All-NBA player, third team, over AD.
That's a regular season award, and what you're saying is AD doesn't try as hard in the regular season.
No, well, okay. So can I just interject with this? So the thing is, like, DeMontis, like, so Sabonis did not, like, he not only had a good night against, like, excuse me, like against AD, but also, like, in terms of, like, just everybody. Like, he was basically just, honestly, like, how can I explain this? Like, he was just eating up the switches. Like, he would put Christian Wood, Hayes, no matter the body that we would probably put on him. Like, it's just the fact that he was just scoring at will. Like, he was just picking apart basically our interior defense. And that's when AD was on him and not on him as well. So,
well, that's the thing. So, like, I think the Sabonis conversation is super interesting because, like, I think it's great. Everybody wants to have a hot take, but let's be honest. Sabonis is a very good player, right? So, like, against pretty much every other big on our roster outside of AD, like, he's probably gonna cook. Like, you know what I'm saying, to a certain degree. So, and even last year in the playoffs, like, the nigga definitely had a full fucking, like, he looked like an NFL player when they had the fucking cast on their hand type shit, bro. Like the club. Like that nigga, the nigga for sure, like, was hurt too. So, I mean, that being said, bro, like, I think that's where the AD thing kind of comes in, where it's like, bro, like, we kind of regard you as, like, the best defender in the world, this, that, and the third. Like, you should be clamping up Sabonis isn't as hard of a task as, or much of an ask as, like, say, guarding a Jokic or guarding an Embiid, right? So we expect you to be able to put up some resistance. But let's not sit here and pretend like Sabonis is like some slouch, bro. Like,
no, he's definitely not a slouch. Shout out Vince Smoke for hopping in. Appreciate your insight. I just find it interesting you do show up when Julius Randle is playing better, but hey, that's just a whole nother conversation.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's like niggas literally.
I got some.
It's funny because like I stopped showing up when niggas went from Spaces to Playback, and y'all just missed that connection entirely, bro. But I figured I was like, you know what? Let me hop in the Playback. Let me see what these niggas doing, let me see what these niggas doing, bro. And yeah, it's same old bullshit.
It's the same setup. Bullshit. And guess what? We getting some Playback is giving us a kickback. So it's just like, hey, we gotta go.
Hey,
we can provide something better. But hey, I'm gonna ask.
Well, I mean, to be honest, bro. I will say this though. And shout out to y'all for building up, your platform, and you guys are doing great work as content creators and all that stuff. And I appreciate y'all making the Laker experience, Laker fandom experience, just that much more enjoyable for regular guys and non-content creators like myself that just go to work and do their 9 to 5 and that's it, right?
Yeah,
So
appreciate it.
But I do think that being said, it is kind of disappointing. You know what I'm saying? That a platform such as you guys, such as yourselves, would stoop down to the level of essentially shaming and defaming Austin Reeves for the sake of what, engagement, money? Like, what are we doing?
Oh, wait,
I didn't address that post.
Wait, hold on. You talking about? Wait. Are you talking about our official statement?
I mean, and then you followed it up with the potential retraction. So to me, it just shows that these niggas don't stand on business.
Oh, wow.
Which is cool.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I get it. I understand it's Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? But don't do that shit again. Nigga. Not on my watch.
Well, look. Here's the thing. Look, we just call it how we see it, and it's a long season. And look, here's the thing, man. I'm here on the West Coast, right? I woke up like at 6 a.m. Right? I wake up to notifications from Jules punk ass, fucking slick black ass, Evans pale ass. I wake up to those violent fucks saying, "Where's the retraction?
Those monkeys.
Where's the retraction?"
Those
and
monkeys,
you know what?
Yes,
those ignorant people. And
those
all
monkeys,
I said
yes.
was just like, "Yo, wait, I didn't say hey, you're not gonna. Hey, I'm not getting canceled by my own people." But look, I said to those fools, like I said, "Yo, fellas, can we just wait? We have a back-to-back. If depending on the outcome of tonight, this was yesterday. Okay, cool. Now the official statement, there will be more official statements. There will be more official statements. Okay. Only reason we didn't have the only reason we didn't have an official statement this morning is because Tony is sick. Tony is sick, and he makes it look all professional. Because at this point, I swear, we were going to have a statement. It was going to be an offer saying that us at Purple and Gold, we're ready to enter negotiations with Waffle House to work out some type of conversation about Anthony Davis.
This nigga's disgusting.
Okay,
disgusting.
All right, because
you're disgusting.
Like, hey, look, folks, he already looks good in yellow. Okay, he can clean the air vents.
LeBron James. LeBron needs that AC working proper. You know what I'm saying? So that might actually not be a bad idea.
Absolutely.
LeBron likes his air conditioning.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
Shout out San Antonio.
Hey, and every other day you're gonna get the best waffles in the world. Every other day you will get the best waffles in the world. That shit's gonna be fucking immaculate. But look, look, folks, we do things differently. We try to make this fun. We try to, but look, you saw
Never
KB.
Again,
hey, never again. Never again.
Never again. Not on Austin Reeves' behalf, my nigga.
Look, Austin Reeves, look, here's the thing. Right now, he doesn't have the automatic invite to the barbecue. Okay? Me and Tony. Nah, mate. Nah. At this point, it's one of those things where it's just like, all right, look, we can host it at your house, but you just can't be there at the time. So once we get there, you got to leave. All right, I'm just saying.
So who on the team can get to the barbecue right now?
Right now, who can get to the barbecue? Well, I say Rui, like some days he's king of the Korean barbecue on some days. Other days, I'm not sure.
Over there, nigga.
Keeping the sushi. Hey, we not shaming sushi, are we? Are we shaming sushi? Oh no, I love sushi. No, come on, man. You gotta class up yourself, man.
I promise, liking sushi does not mean you have elevated taste, my nigga. I hate when niggas do that, bro. But go ahead. Who else? Who else get into the barbecue on the team right now?
Who's getting to the barbecue?
LeBron and Cam. It's just LeBron.
Right now, right now it's LeBron. Right now it's LeBron and Cam. Right now it's LeBron and Cam. Yeah, AD too. Look, here's the thing. I don't give a fuck. Yes, I put ketchup on everything. I don't give a fuck. All right, look. You know what, Tony? You trying to out me? You fucking got me
this
sick,
nigga's
man,
a child,
asshole. I don't give.
Bro, you go to a restaurant, you get chicken tenders.
Hey, you dip that shit in like barbecue and ranch. But the big thing is, you got to understand the proportions. You want to do about 55% ranch, and then 45% barbecue. And make sure you got.
Oh, you a fat nigga for real? My fault.
Oh yeah. Oh look, I'm
you
a
had me set for
condiment.
real. This
I'm
nigga
a
got all the
condiment
snack
connoisseur.
secrets.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and here's the thing: you want to mix the ranch and the barbecue till you get like a nice. You want that color to look like Thousand Island dressing. You want to get that type of color. So yeah, but look,
That nigga don't. It's funny that nigga don't know how to pronounce a salad dressing.
hey, because I never eat Thousand Island, but
Nah, because you don't eat salads, nigga. That nigga don't know what the
I
dressing's
appreciate it. See, I love that joke. That is fucking hilarious.
called. That
That
nigga
is
don't know
fucking
what the dressing's
hilarious.
called.
Yeah, fuck
He said, "What's this shit?
Fuck it.
It's houses."
Exactly. What the fuck is a salad? Life is too good. Or
So what
Shay
is this
Love,
balsamic?
you can Shay Love, you can laugh all you want. Anthony Davis gonna be working at your closest Waffle House. But look, hey, all jokes aside, I know my man Trevor been up here for a minute. Trevor, where you at, fam? What's your thoughts on last night's game? All the shit that we're talking about. Where you at, man?
Oh man, last night. I mean, I said that we were gonna lose to Sacramento because it's a bad matchup. Like Sacramento, they just got everything shooting. They can outrun you. They don't defend, but they defend better than us. I mean, am I being honest, right? Yeah, I'm being honest. Yeah, I'm not upset about the
You said
loss.
they can
Like
defend better than us?
as of right now, they defend better than us. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
All right, and I see a lot of Laker fans on the timeline saying trade for Zach LaVine. What is Zach LaVine even gonna help us with? Like, if there's any one of those Bulls players I want Caruso because we can't stop point of attack.
But that's what I'm saying. I
So
think niggas want Zach LaVine and Caruso. I don't think anybody in their right mind just wants Zach LaVine.
I just want Caruso. I don't want Zach. Zach can go somewhere else. I don't give a fuck. Zach can go somewhere else. So
So you would rather
would you have
D'Lo
wanted
on the squad than Zach LaVine?
Would you have wanted Zach or D'Lo in May of 2023?
I want depth instead of a third star. That's what I want.
All right.
What? That's what won us the title 4 years ago. I'm just saying.
That's
See, that's the
slippery. Like when
thing.
people
That shit is so long ago. Because here's the thing: LeBron is not the same player he was in 2020. So the thing is, like, folks, once again, stop bringing up 2020. It's irrelevant. It's
Facts.
It's irrelevant.
AD
LeBron's
was playing like two stars at the same time, bro.
Yeah.
Like is somebody asking the Phoenix Suns like, yo, would y'all want to give up Bradley Beal for some depth? Like I don't think they saying that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, bro. I get it though. I get it. Like the depth.
I mean, if we can get both LaVine and Caruso, fine with me. So
like again, like the trade that was floated out there, do you really think that's gutting the depth? Like so again, the trade, so just to level set, it's it's Zach and Caruso for D'Lo, Torian, and Rui. Do you think losing those three guys and getting Zach and Caruso back like guts the team? I don't think so.
I think losing Rui will hurt more, but losing depth that guts the team, no, gosh no. I mean, we'll just see because we don't have tradable contracts to the 15th of December, so yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Well, Tony, what you got on the screen, man?
No. I was looking at some data. We're defensive rating 20th and 20th in offensive rating as well.
And where's Sacramento?
Sacramento. Let's see. Sacramento defensive rating, they are 13th. Offensive
so they are
rating,
they are better than us defensively.
Offensive rating, they're 16th. So yeah, they're better than us in that regard.
They are better than us. Yeah.
Just the defense at AD be anchoring? Man, never mind, bro.
I want to ask you guys this. So AD's game, let's talk specifically about AD. All right. He did look injured last night.
before he even came out in his post game conference interview, say, yeah, the hip is bothering me. He definitely looked off last night. So I want to ask you guys who do you put blame on that? Is it AD? Is it Darvin Ham? Is it like where are we pointing fingers? Because this is going to open up a whole different part of the discussion. Because playoff wrote something in one of the many group chats that says AD is the only guy that has to play well 82 games out of the year. I call bullshit on that, but I think it also there's some context that need to be added. So what's your thoughts on like who's to blame for AD's performance last night?
I think AD. Specifically because like if you're hurt, just don't play. And again, like bro, you can't be giving a fuck about these stupid ass narratives. Like, and again, I'm not gonna sit here and say I wasn't the perpetuator of some of these narratives, my nigga. But ultimately, at the end of the day, bro, like what niggas care about the most is how you perform on the biggest stage. Is that third? Like if you take a couple games off here and there because you're hurt, but you win those rings, like nobody really gonna be giving a fuck. Nobody was calling you day to day in 2021 like off of ring type shit, bro. It's just because it's been a while type shit that niggas is slandering. So to me, like if you're not ready to go, just sit, bro. Like we say that shit at work all the time, bro. Like we'd much rather have you just take some PTO than show up like 60%, because like at the end of the day, like this is a business. Similar to AD, like bro, like we're trying to win games and you just shooting us in the leg going out there 60%, bro.
Yeah. Anyone else have any thoughts? Trevor, playoff. Who else on?
Wait, what was the question?
Well, the question is who the 80s performance last night. Who do you blame for it?
Himself. The only person that's stopping AD is himself. Like I don't want to hear like the injury. If you're hurt, you're hurt. Don't play. But if you're playing, just play. AD's hurting him. He did it to himself. He has to play better. I mean, it's just one bad game, but come on. The only person that's stopping AD is himself.
I feel like it's partially him and it's partially the coaching staff. I mean, realizing how important AD is to what we're trying to achieve this year. And it's not, you can, like the Lakers can withstand an inefficient shooting night from AD. What they can't withstand is AD not being himself on the defensive end. And so, seeing just, the complete night and day difference from the game before and what we're normally used to him, providing as far as the intensity on the defensive end, if he's not able to replicate that, then sit him down, because it doesn't matter at that point. That's what we really count on him on, is to be our defensive anchor. And I mean, really, he covers up a lot of the holes on our defense. And if he can't do that, then, there's really no point. There's no point in him playing and being out there or risking further injury. So
can I ask you something though? Like
sure.
What top 10, top 15 player is like not asked to contribute like offensively?
I didn't say he's not asked to. I said we can withstand.
No, I'm not saying you did. I was asking more like rhetorical.
I mean, he's our second best player offensively, and so I think, obviously, in order for the Lakers to succeed, he has to be able to, play well offensively. But I think what other top 10 or 15 player is asked to be the complete defense for their team and average 25? Is there one?
But that's the thing, though. Like to me, like so that's the issue, right? It's like, again, it's just the drop offs, bro. And I think who posted it? Tony posted like the worst games of like some of those other guys that he gets compared to so far. And niggas, like their floor was like 16, 19, 18, 17. Like, bro, like 9, my nigga, bro. We can't have 9. You have floor for 3 quarters, bro.
Is there a big difference between 9 and 15 in the big scheme of
yes,
like
because
game? And
so one, it speaks to intentionality, but then two, bro, like when you think about it, like a lot of times niggas say, well, the guards they're defensively challenged, to put it politely. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is ass at fucking defense. So for that reason, they got to be able to offset that with scoring. And it's like, yes, that is true. But a lot of the times, like when niggas say this shit, it's coming off a game against like the Phoenix Suns or like the Nuggets or some shit, right? Where they have like a star in the backcourt. You get what I'm saying? So like when niggas say that, to me, I'm like, all right, is it necessarily that the guards have to be 40 points a night between Austin and D'Lo? Which I wouldn't mind, right? Like to me, it's like that number is probably closer to 35, maybe 30, right? But like it's also like, yo, like our stars got to be stars, like you know what I'm saying? And
for sure.
like, and that to me is like the main thing. It's like I understand that like he does a lot on defense, and I understand that he covers up a lot of holes.
Does he do a lot or does he do it all? Those are two different things.
I'm not gonna go as far as say he does it all, bro. Like I think when niggas say that
what
shit,
the team looked like when he played against Houston without him this season?
Yeah, but I think doing it all is a little bit disingenuous. I do think that like he's a significant part of our defense and the anchor of our defense. But that being said, like again, and I was thinking about this shit earlier. I'm like, all right, like I mean, isn't it kind of natural that the big on the team in the sport of basketball anchors the defense? Like, isn't that what bigs in basketball do? Is like their job is to be that guy type shit, right? So like that being said, like I don't know. Like,
let me ask you a question.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
Can I ask you a question? How many single point games did AD have in the regular season last year?
He had a few.
2.
Yeah, so he had a few.
Yeah, so far this year he's had 1 with the Heat where he didn't finish the game, and then he's had this one. So the only thing I have with the discourse around AD is I feel like AD has reached this point in his career where he has to play all 82 games. And
definitely not.
That is, hear me out. Let me finish. He has to play all 82 games, and he has to play perfect while he's on the floor, or the conversations around his legacy and trolling and trade conversations begin.
See, but that's where I think niggas take it too far. Like, we can't sit here and watch last night and be like, oh, well, if he's not perfect. I'm like, bro, like, last night was very far from perfect, bro. Like, all we're asking is that our star...
Is he not allowed to have
all we're asking is that the floor don't just be complete dog shit, bro. Like, I think that's what niggas is saying. It's like, nobody's saying that you can't have bad games or games where you don't necessarily, like... You know what I'm saying? But I've always said it's a standard deviation for me. That's the math term for it. Is like, okay, like how bad are your bad nights? How good are your great nights? Like as much as I appreciate the 30-20 nights or the 30-15 nights, like there's definitely several nights where it's 11, 12, 13. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But those are acceptable. You just said those are acceptable, right? Like if
I just said
if a superstar scores 15, that's okay, right? That's a bad night.
No, that's not what I said, bro. Like I can't. That's not what I said. I'm saying like offensively, AD, and I've said this several times. To me, offensively, AD's standard deviation is probably the highest of like any star, bro. Like he has an average, right? And niggas will say, well, AD averages 25 points a game, so how could you say that he was bad? Well, I'm like, nigga, if you have 40 points one night and then 10% and then 10 points another night, your average is gonna say 25, my nigga. But that 10-point night was absolute fucking dog shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, like that's how averages work. Like, and that's how like this shit works. It's like you have some stars that you can count on to fit between 20 and 30 points. AD is like more 10 to 40. Like it's very weird sometimes. But like the nice one, like, and again, like this isn't to be a character assassination or like saying that like hold on. AD is a great player. He's a top 75 player. Defensive stalwart, generational, this, that, and the third. Like, let me get that shit out there.
Start out with love. Just go with
because niggas, you know what I'm saying? Niggas will be like, oh, you hate him as a person.
Like, I'm waiting for Vince Cook to finish, and I'm gonna hop in. I'm glad he said that.
Yeah, no, he's a great father, does great things in the community, this, that, and the third, all that stuff, bro. I do not want to trade AD. I love AD on the Lakers, this, that, and the third. I'm just making basketball commentary. I do think that his standard deviation is a little bit higher. And that's a little bit of my issue.
Okay.
So this is where I'm at with this, all right? Because the playoff, you got to give me some credit. I've been pretty nice on AD I've been pretty nice with him when it comes to like, you know, how his performance this entire season. I've actually, in a lot of times, been defending him.
But
But
and
go ahead.
I hear what you're saying, but I put it in the chat earlier. He's had one bad half against Denver.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't finish the game against the Heat due to injury,
Mm-hmm.
and then this has been a shitty game. So as far, like what is there to complain about?
So here's the thing, though. This is the part where I don't know if it's I'm not going to say it's a generational thing, but I don't know if it's a thing with stan culture. And I know you're not an AD stan, but here's the thing. I remember we were having conversations in our spaces where guys were saying that AD has done enough to get not only his jersey retired with the Lakers, but get a statue. I specifically remember when those conversations were happening towards the end of the season, early in the playoffs, that AD's done enough to get a statue. And it's like, okay, well, let's look at who has gotten a statue. Shaq, Kobe is about to get his, Magic, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Kareem. Oh yeah, but AD deserves one too. Okay. Here's the thing. And we spoke about this last night. He's the center for the Los Angeles Lakers. There's a reason why LeBron went to the Lakers instead of the Clippers. He's a center for the starting center for the Los Angeles Lakers. Someone that the franchise has said, we're not talking about Vlade Divac or Elgin Campbell, whatever the fuck his name was. We're talking about a person that the franchise has said he's the future cornerstone franchise player of this team. So that's a legacy position, no different than the starting quarterback for the Cowboys. Like it comes with the territory. Like the Lakers, folks like to tout the 17 championships, right? And how much we're one of the greatest franchises ever. Look at the standard that we have set. For someone to get their jersey retired or their number retired with the Lakers, you have to be a Hall of Famer. We're the only team that has that standard in the league. Like, what? The Knicks? Look at the Knicks. Look at the players that they have retired their numbers. Look at other teams. Look at the players that they have retired their number. The Lakers have a golden standard. So it's like it comes with scrutiny. Is it unfair? Sure. But you can't knowingly, and this standard didn't start with AD. Shaq had to deal with it. Everyone had to deal with it. So now that AD's dealing with it, why is it that when he does well, oh yeah, he's better than all these guys. He's better than Kevin McHale. He's better than so many other players. He gets the recognition as a top 75 player of all time. Then shouldn't he be held to the highest of standards? Like
I don't think his legacy being debated after like the 12th game of the season. I just don't. I don't think those are fruitful.
But where did you hear the legacy debate though? That's what I'm confused. Like what are people saying? Like to me, like that to me is a confusion because niggas will say, "Oh, no career evaluations after a bad game," right? Which I completely agree with. But again, like nobody's saying that AD wasn't great.
When I talk about legacy,
nobody's saying that he wasn't great.
Like the narratives of like he's soft. Or like
niggas, bro. I don't care about that shit, bro.
I mean, that's what happens.
Literally. But I get what you're saying, though. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's what happens every night. And so it's like
because I've said it before.
Exactly. So it's like it's like if he doesn't, he's screwed either way. If he doesn't play on the second leg of a back-to-back, people are going to say things. If he does play and he's compromised, people are going to say things. Like it's just the whole conversation. It's like it's narrative driven.
But that's why as an athlete. But that's why as an athlete, like you can't really be giving a fuck about that shit. You just got to understand.
Oh, and I don't think he does. I think
there's a lot of people that think that he forced the issue last night to avoid being called or to, you know what I'm saying, walk back the idea of him not playing through injury or not being available.
And I mean,
I do think people said that.
and that's fine.
Or I
I mean,
think that's a theory out there.
We don't know.
Yeah.
But
Of course, yeah,
I think
right.
if you're looking at it percentage wise, I would say it's about 80-20. I feel like it's 80% he wants to be out there for his guys. He feels like he's good enough to play, versus 20% he's worried about what Stephen A is going to be saying on First Take the next day. Like, your audio went out for a moment, I think.
No, sorry. Yeah, I was getting a call, bro. My fault. So I'll just read like a couple weeks. I'll just read a couple weeks that happened. Like, so last couple weeks of the regular season, right? Like, this is AD's lines. 38-9, 38-17, 49. And then it went from that to 21-14, 17-11, 14-16. Like, I think that is kind of like what people are referring to when they say like, or when I say like standard deviation, like that's more so like what I'm referring to is just like, okay, like that's not to say that he's not a good player, right? Or it's not to say that like he's not dominant or like this, that, and the third. But sometimes like he does have these games that just kind of like, bro, like ain't no way, dog. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
and every player has those, but I just feel like sometimes like those floors are just so much lower sometimes. But I mean, yeah.
The bigger issue for me is when it's not even necessarily the fact. Obviously, he's allowed to have a bad game. That happens. It's more so he's touching the ball and not even looking at the rim. Like he's touching the ball and he's immediately looking for the next person to pass the ball to. And
like, you know what? Like an interesting stat I heard in the space last night, Jordan said there was one game where he shot more than 15 shots and shot below 50%. So like, let me say that again. Only one game he shot more than 15 shots and that percentage was less than 40. But there's been plenty of games where he shot less than 15 shots and shot worse percentage. So like, to me, it's like, nigga, the more aggressive you are, the better you play. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, that to me is why I hate the floating shit. It's because like, and I understand the nigga has a lot to do, but like sometimes I do think it's an active decision to sometimes just check out or just not be 100% present in certain games. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a mystery, and you know, I don't know if it'll ever get figured out. I mean, he's 30. I think he's 30 years old now. So, you know, it's been a theme for a while, unfortunately. But that's the thing is like, if you're gonna go down, I need you to like fall on your sword and like listen. You know, even if I only hit 5 shots, I'm getting 20 up.
Thank you. You gotta get the attempts up, bro.
Just to show that. Because, I mean, you know, at least that whole narrative, like, about, like, him not caring. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, I need to see.
Nobody's ever called AD selfish, ever.
No.
Ever.
Not
and
once.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's ever said, like, AD needs to look to get his teammates more involved, ever. And to me, like, I don't know, bro.
And
like,
so,
that's not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, so here's the...
Zen?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the final thing I'll say about it. But it's like, I need to know that you care more about winning the game than what the naysayers are going to say about you. That's ultimately what's
Thank you. Exactly.
the most important. Like, this team is at its best when you're being aggressive, especially on the offensive end. And so it's like, I need to know that you don't care about what they're saying on First Take or what, you know, people are saying in spaces or what people are tweeting about, you know, whatever. Like, I just need to know that you want this game, and I think that's why the biggest issue that people have.
Like, that's why when I see the clips of him and LeBron being like, "Oh, let him talk," I'm like, bro, like that shit does not move me, gang. Like, I know it's niggas that'll retweet those clips and be like, "Oh, they heard you." It's like, bro, ain't no way you give a fuck what niggas are saying on Twitter.com, bro. Ain't no way you give a fuck. There's no way.
Hey, KD had a burner. KD had a burner.
There's no fucking way, bro. There's no way, bro. Like, you do understand that, like, all niggas remember is fucking chips and what you did in the moments that matters the fucking most, bro. Nobody give a fuck about you going on a tear against the Brooklyn Nets in a March game, and you saying, "Oh, let them talk, bro." Like, to me, that should be pissing me the fuck off, nigga.
I will add this about AD. So a couple things. So like last night, he finished the game with 9 points. Right, he scored the first 4 in the first 2 minutes, and then didn't score shit until what, midway through the fourth. Real quick, Evan. Last year, you might want to talk to some of your Gen Z folks. Yeah, there were folks talking about AD deserves a statue. So I wasn't one of those folks, but it happened. But look, the thing with AD, remember the situation that happened last night. There's a carbon copy of it last year against a game that we had in Utah, and it was where he scored 16 or 17 in the first half, and then had 0 in the second half. It seems to I don't put all of the blame on AD. I put a lot of it on the coaching staff. I put some of it on Bron. I put some of it on on D'Lo, and I'll explain each. First, I put it on the coaching staff. This is arguably the best player in your squad. What the fuck is wrong with your system that you're not getting your best player the ball? Like, something is fundamentally wrong that you're not getting your best player the ball. That's a bad sign for you as a coach. I put it on Bron because, like KB said earlier, about who's going to tell LeBron to do this or who's going to tell LeBron to do that. If his voice is that influential in the organization, in the franchise, then speak up. Yo, get AD the fucking ball. D'Angelo Russell, last night, he had 28 points. He had 5 assists. To me, I don't like that. I would rather 4 less points and 4 more assists. Tyrese Halliburton the other night had, I want to say, 28. I mean, he had 35 and 15 assists. So I'm just saying, he needs to do a better job getting his teammates the passes. We just see an alley-oop that AD fumbled last night. Okay, it happens. But also, where I blame AD, you need to fucking speak up. You need to fucking what comparisons? What comparisons am I doing? Oh, Halliburton? Okay. Yeah. Saying that D'Angelo Russell needs to pass the ball more and feed AD the ball? Okay. But D'Angelo Russell, he's not getting AD the ball. He hasn't worked out a consistent 2-man game of getting AD the ball in good spots. Another thing is AD. Shaq once said, "You can't expect the dog to protect the house if you don't feed him." So it's like, yo, I'm not going to be doing all this shit defensively if you're not going to, if you don't feed me the fucking ball. AD needs to speak up. I'm glad what Vince Smoke just said. Yo, you never hear anyone say AD is selfish. AD needs to get selfish. It's a waste of a talent. So I point blame to everyone. AD not getting the ball, that's a organizational issue. It's sad, and we won't ever know if he's going to be that guy unless we put him in a position to be that guy. So, anyone want to respond to what I said?
Bruh,
go ahead.
I feel like he could easily just park his ass in the paint. Like James says this shit all the time, bro. Park your ass in the paint and get a fucking 3-second, bro. I be doing that shit in pickup, nigga. I'm a heavy set nigga myself, bro. Niggas don't pass me the ball in pickup after I've got a stop or two, nigga. I'm for sure not getting back on defense. You get what I'm saying? So, I feel like that's just regular basketball shit. Niggas do that shit playing pickup basketball. It's bro, nigga, I'm doing all this work and you being a ball hog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, I think it starts and ends with AD. I think there's other contributing factors, but I'm not spreading the blame around equal slices of the pie, bro. I think
I don't think it's equal. I don't think it's equal. I don't think it's equal slices, but
everyone's getting a slice. It might not be as big, but I think everyone's getting a slice of the pie.
Facts.
Yeah. So
Yeah, exactly what Shayla just said, bro. Do that shit more often, my nigga. Like, bro, like you see it, bro. Like you see it, like you like it's just one of those things. Like sometimes, and I see it with Austin too. It's like, bro, you just gotta be like own your role, bro. Like own the fact that you're the star of this team. Austin,
Agreed.
own the fact that you're a scorer. Like you're not a fucking point guard, my nigga. You're a scorer, bro. Regardless of what I might have said 3 months ago, nigga, ignore me, nigga. I'm just a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're a fucking scorer, nigga. Claim that shit, nigga. Get the ball and attack. Stop looking to throw fucking sawed-on passes to Rui Hachimura. AD, you're the star of the team, nigga. Stand in that shit, bro. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I heard this nigga AD say nothing negative about the way that we playing as a team. Like, when has he ever said anything negative about the team as far as the way that they're playing or seem like frustrated? Like, he's never been frustrated with the way that the guys are playing. He's never been frustrated with his usage, bro. Like, nigga, do you give a fuck? Like, hold on, bro. Let me not say that, because if I say that, niggas go, you're saying that he doesn't care. It's like, no, I'm not saying that AD doesn't care, but you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. All the way. Hopefully he gets his shit together, because something's gonna have to give. And like it's just, you look at Giannis, you look at Embiid, and yeah, I'll just say this: Embiid, he's treated as a franchise player, number one person that the offense runs through them. Giannis, the same way. Jokic, the same thing. If AD is ever going to elevate, we gotta treat him as one of those players. And he has the skills. He has the skills. The skills are there. I think personally he's more skilled than Embiid. Obviously, he's way more skilled than Giannis. Now, Giannis got a motor that is second to none. Is he as skilled as Jokic? No. But even at worst, when it comes to skills, you're probably top 5 in the league. You gotta put him in a position to succeed, and we're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. But hey, I know several of our grandmas has told us, closed mouths don't get fed. He has to speak up. Yeah, he got to do better. So that's what it comes down to. We got a game tomorrow against the Blazers. You guys already know we'll be hosting it here in a fan cave. So shout out to everyone that's been supporting us throughout as we continue to grow. There's only 2 games on tonight. So Heat versus Nets in Miami, and then Thunder versus Warriors. So hopefully you can watch a Warriors loss. Who we got up here?
Oh, Zen, I had a question for you.
Trying to bring someone up. Okay, absolutely. What's your question,
I guess
fam?
it's the panel, bro. Draymond, 5 games. To me, that thug should be locked up for life. What are your thoughts?
So my thoughts on that thug, that heathen, that godless person. What's up, Shayla?
What posse is that nigga part of, bro? Jesus.
Gang culture. You know what? Here's the thing with Draymond. Yesterday, I said 3 to 5 games, but if he was suspended 10, I would not have had a problem with it, nor would I have been surprised. I just felt that Adam Silver, it's just doing this player friendly, player friendly type of thing. He's trying to be the guy that everyone's cool with. So I was like, you know what? I'm thinking it's going to be 3 to 5. David Stern, if this was David Stern, folks, he would have had, and he probably would have got suspended for 15, maybe 20. It's a bad look for the league. Plus, the thing with Draymond, it's just at one point his antics was outweighed
his production outweighed his antics. Now I think it's the other way around. I think his antics is outweighing his production. The Warriors, it's now Steph's team. It's no longer strength in numbers. Steph is already injured. He's not playing tonight. We saw Klay Thompson's not the same player. So it's like, Steph is out. And within the first 2 minutes of the game, both of you guys do some dumb shit. But with Draymond, I don't know, man. He talks a lot of shit. He's like one of those. He's like a really intelligent dumb nigga, because like he talks, when you hear him speak, everything he says make logical sense. Like, yo, you know what? Shit, man. That's a good ass point, man. I feel you on that. But then he's always doing dumb shit. Like, I don't know, man. What's up, Shay Love? Welcome.
What's up? So who got a worse track record, him or Pat Bev? Because what was that incident? What happened when Pat Bev, he did something when he was with us and they suspended him for 3 games, talking about
so he punched
his track record.
Didn't he punch somebody because of he pushed over somebody was standing over Reeves.
He pushed over
a hard foul.
Okay, so
yeah,
how many
Aiden.
nut shots has Draymond acquired over the season? We all saw the video of him decking the fuck out of Jordan Poole. Like, 5 games, okay, but
that should have been 10
track
in my
record.
opinion.
Yeah, like his track record, he is the absolute fucking worst.
Nah, that shit is disgusting, bro. Like, you literally, like, I've seen, like, highlight reels, like 3-minute highlight reels of this nigga just fighting. No basketball, no hoops, not a single shot, rebound, or assist, my nigga. Just fucking boxing.
Yo, Jules, I'm gonna find that video reel right now. Hold on, I'm gonna find that video reel for y'all.
All of the Warriors people and Steve Kerr was throwing this nigga bail. Like, I get he your teammate and that's who y'all root for, but at some point, like, the shit is disgusting.
Like that shit, bro. Like a headlock, like I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about y'all, but I definitely like. I was like, bro, like I don't think I've ever seen a headlock in an NBA basketball game, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing, guys?
And he really had him in
like,
the
nigga, what?
You can see his muscle flex and everything. I was like, damn, he really squeezing the fuck out of that nigga's neck.
Oh God! Like, this nigga didn't just like grab the nigga and pull him. Like, this nigga really like tried to choke him out on the NBA basketball court and got 5 games. Like, what the fuck? All right, man. Like, this shit kind of OD, bro.
Yeah,
I think the only other time that's ever happened was Malice at the Palace. The nigga got fucking, he got like 15, 20 games for that shit. So I don't know, bro. Like, that's
right.
That nigga Draymond is in Bill Laimbeer territory. Like, with just no highlights, just fights.
And look at how when Latrell Sprewell and PJ Carlissimo, how many games he get? And that wasn't even
68?
Jesus, yeah. Adam Silver be on that buddy shit. I get it.
But it's not even Shay. It's not even the suspension. He gets a long leash just on the court. Like, the way that he's allowed to talk to the way refs,
he gets refs and how
like
he
that shit is crazy. I'm like,
look at this. Look at that nut shot right there.
Okay. I grabbed my shit and I don't even have
That's not okay.
Bro. Like, what the fuck?
Oh God, dude.
Yeah, it's like, and I will say, last year that thing with Pat Bev, we spoke about it a lot in our spaces. That thing with Pat Bev, DeAndre Ayton, 7-foot DeAndre Ayton, knocked down Austin Reeves and was standing over him. Pat Bev ran across the court and like pushed him out the way. Like, you're not going to stand over my guy like that. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And he ended up getting suspended. So that right there was defending the teammate. Like, why are you standing over him? That thing with Draymond the other day, like Rudy Gobert was whatchamacallit. He was trying to restrain Klay Thompson. He wasn't choking him. He was just like trying to restrain him away from his teammates. There's a difference between restraining and choking. Like, come on, man. Like I don't know if like Draymond Green been watching like NYPD training videos, but that shit was fucked up.
And it seemed like
fucked up.
like from
So
man to man, if you accidentally hit another man in the groin, then it would be like, oh
you're not
shit, my
supposed.
bad, man. Like, god damn, my bad. He just be kicking niggas and walking away. So you know he did it on purpose.
If you
Nah,
if
that's a
you
fact.
hit another
That's a fact.
man, if first of all, I don't know how you accidentally hit another man, but let's in the groin.
I mean,
Let's say you playing
hooping. Yeah, if
basketball
you
though.
hooping.
No,
Yeah,
I'll
you
say this.
hooping.
Let's say you playing basketball, and I
Yeah,
accidentally hit another man in the cross shot. Right? I hit him in the
just pass
balls,
it.
and you know
Yeah.
what I do? If he falls to the ground, I'm falling to the ground with him, and I'm not
You
getting
right
up.
there next to that nigga. You like
I'm
what you
sitting.
need, bro?
Yes,
What you need, gang? I'm
We are
so
sitting
sorry.
in
You're not
solidarity.
gonna take. Oh God, nigga, you right there next to that nigga
Yes.
taking a knee. You taking
Yeah,
a knee. You like, bro,
yeah, I'm
my
taking a
fault, gang.
knee.
It's
Yeah,
like, bro,
exactly.
hey, look, man, I ain't playing till you get up neither, bro. My fault, gang.
Exactly.
Because like even when you
Exactly.
hooping, nigga, you might throw like an errant pass or something
Yeah, it
and
might
hit a
happen.
nigga.
It might happen.
You can hit a nigga even in the face, bro, and you walking up to that nigga like, bro, you good? That's on me, bro. My fault, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga Draymond be doing that shit, getting up and being like, what?
Laughing.
I'm like, nigga,
Laughing.
what? What do you mean, what? Like, nigga, I swear to God, I'd knock your ass out right now. What's wrong with you, bro? Like, are you out of your mind, nigga? Nah, try to choke out a nigga is insane. That shit is insane. Like, nah, I'm so done with this nigga, bro. And it's sad because I actually like the nigga game a lot. But like, the antics just too much, bro.
And he's the reason why black men deal with so many fucked up stereotypes. Just saying. Shayla, what's on your mind?
I think you contribute to that, Tom.
Oh, nothing. You know, I'm just getting off work, so I just figured I'd hop in, chit chat for a second before you close it out.
Appreciate you. Look at this. Look at this thug. Look at this thug, man.
Ugh.
Oh. Yeah, just fucking bullshit. All the like he's grabbing people. Look at this. Look, how is that an accident?
It's not. He purposely does it, and he gets it. And like now, he's getting away. Cause didn't he just get ejected for doing something with Donovan Mitchell a couple games ago?
on Saturday. Yep.
Yeah. Like, when is enough enough? That's like.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's gonna fall into the territory of so many technicals you're gonna get suspended. And I hope that shit during the playoffs and they fucking lose.
Yeah, and the thing is, remember, it's only November. I'm glad that you brought that up, Shayla, because it's not even about the racking up all of the technicals because they have a point system. I'm wondering how the refs are going to give him as much leeway? Look at this. This is supposed to be his friend right here. Look at this shit. That's supposed to be his friend. That's such a thug. My thing is, how is he? Hold on, because there's many of these videos. How is? I wonder how they're going to referee him
in the playoff
moving
setting
forward throughout the rest of the season. Not even in the playoff setting. It's still November. So, like, for the rest of the season, are they going to let him get away with that type of bullshit?
I mean, to be honest, I don't really give a fuck if he gets away with it or not against other teams. I care more like if that nigga gets away with it, like in a playoff setting type shit, where he's like affecting like the integrity of the game, and who's like the rightful winner like the NBA chip. At that point, I'm gonna be like, all right, bro, like, this nigga, it's not good for basketball. And I think he's already like approaching that point where it's like, nigga, you're starting to get more known for like the dumb shit you do as opposed to like your game, like
for the antics.
The only team he could ever play for is Golden State because nobody else is putting up with his shit.
No, it's a fact. I think it's just I think the rings probably. I don't know. It's just the rings and just kind of captaining the defense, I guess. But I don't know. Like, like this should be OD. Like, it's way too many tapes of like this dude just starting fights and just doing reckless shit. Like, I'm tired of watching this shit, man. Like, fuck. Like, nigga, a headlock. I still can't get over this shit. I'm sorry. Like a headlock. Come on.
Yeah, come on, man. This ain't no WWE. Yeah, that shit's crazy. Look at this. Just nut shot. Like, pow.
All right, you know what? This shit is paining me.
Like,
Yeah, this shit.
As soon as Steven Adams falls to the ground, you're supposed to take a knee.
facts.
Yeah. But hey, yo, folks, this has been a fun one. Shout out to everyone. Look, we're gonna be back. There's 2 games on tonight. They're both League Pass games. We'll starting Nets in Miami, and then Thunder and Warriors. We're gonna be here hanging out. That starts in about an hour 15. So we'll be back. We will be back watching and hanging out, talking all types of shit. So yeah, join us then. Appreciate you guys. We'll also be back tomorrow for Lake Show Today. We'll be previewing the game with later. Shay, love you. We'll preview the game tomorrow, Lakers versus Blazers, and then do what we do, have fun, talk shit. If you're not home, folks, you know the vibes. Get home safe. That shit's never promised. Appreciate you guys supporting us. Yeah, we always gonna show you guys gratitude. So, hey, hop back in hour 15. We'll be back for Nets and Heat later, folks. Peace.